Welcome to the original Flat Earth map and exploration of Flat Earth shells or some other shit. I don't even know.
Flat Earth shills. Bunch
Yeah.
of shitbags.
Shit bags. Flat Earth shells or some other shit. I don't even know. We finally made it live.
Are we live finally?
Yeah.
Right on, man. It's good to be live again.
Yeah.
So, do you need any lessons on masturbation, Johnny? I know a great couple of guys that are willing to give out free lessons for you if you like.
No, I just watched Validation Boy and Jed Skeptic. Apparently, they're not liking the Mud Flood Tartar shit, huh?
You're not liking it, eh?
Mm-mm.
Maybe that's because it's real, man.
Maybe. I mean, there
Yeah,
seems to
maybe.
be a lot of evidence.
Seems to be a
It's
lot of
not.
evidence. Not really, I don't even have to speak on the mud flood theory. I mean, I can just speak on the Tartaria one to know that I know that it's real, like it's right there in our faces, man. See this?
Hold
Can you
on.
see my screen?
No, I'm about to present it right now. So, is this the original flat Earth map?
This is the OG flat Earth map, buddy. This is Genghis Khan's
Shit.
map. Probably Genghis Khan's. No, it's what's his name? Um, Urbano Monti is the name of the maker of this map. Highly respected map maker. He was yearning to make a Mercator style map, but he made this one, and it's in 4 quarters. It's stitched together. It really is identical to the UN map if you take a look at the UN map. It's even quartered off. Like when you look at the Go ahead.
I tried to read the words. I couldn't zoom in far enough to read anything.
Oh, I can zoom in, buddy. I can zoom in all the way. We can see the giraffes and everything, man. Yeah, check this out. Whoa. What? Look at that. Flip it around. What's the first word you see on this map right here?
Tart.
Tart, tar, tar, tar. Up here, Tars. And then you go farther up north and you get Mare Tartaro.
Tartaro.
Right? Tartaro. But that's just bogus. I mean, they just put it on the map just to fuck with us in 2018. Right?
Yeah.
Zero evidence here. I'm bringing forth zero evidence that Tartar existed, okay?
Don't masturbate. Don't.
But don't masturbate, okay? Advice for the day: you keep all that energy pent up, boys and girls. Do not masturbate. All right,
Jed Skeptic. Lesson of the day: ignore Tartar in the mud flood, but please don't play with yourself. What the fuck?
So yeah, I can zoom right in on this, man. Tells you where the cats are from. Tells you where the dogs are from.
Wow.
But what was interesting, I was looking at was North America. Let's flip over to North America. Let's spin around here.
So this is the original flat Earth map?
This is the OG map. I would say this is the first one. Looks pretty flat, doesn't it? But I mean, there's so many interesting things about this map, okay? You can look around the outsides and you see that it's all mapped out. It's all cordoned off. I mean, it represents the UN map because it's all divided off into little sections like the UN map is. It looks just like it. It's even got the little flowers along the sides. You know what I mean?
Did you count?
But all of the outside ring is mapped, and there's farms and there's mountain ranges. They know what animals lived there, right? Got a bunch of sea monsters in the sea. Got some mermaids over here, some mermen, right? But North America is interesting because I don't see the Great Lakes there yet. But I see other things like the Erie Canal. The Erie Canal wasn't built until the Great Lakes were after the Great Lakes had to have been formed. They wouldn't need an Erie Canal, but the Erie Canal goes right up to this deserto. Says there's a deserto up here in Canada, right?
Francia.
New Francia, yeah, Canada province. But what's even more interesting is the Appalachians are way over here in the middle of the country.
What the fuck?
But then they got this. Okay, so see this sea monster right here? This is called Ogopogo. Now this sea monster supposedly lives in Lake Okanagan. They got a big statue of it in front of the lake and everything like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're kind of accurate, but of course they're not, you know. But there's supposed to be one in Lake Champlain too. But look over here where it says, let me flip it. Where are we? Okay, so this is BC and Washington over here. British Columbia and Washington. This is Alaska, but it says Anainan province, right? And there's dogs and unicorns. And then you look over here. Okay, so this says Anainan province, and then over here it says Anaina province. So it's all the same. It's all Tartaria, right? It's all Tartaria. And then up here it says Terra Incognita, which means not mapped yet. So they know where they haven't mapped, and they know where they have mapped, right? And you see all these little Knights Templar ships, all these red crosses on the ships. They're all Knights Templar, Catholic Church.
What's the year of this map?
What?
Do you know the year of this one?
This is like 1500s. So then you look in the middle, and you find out that they got all the mountain ranges mapped off, you know, roughly.
Oh, shit.
They've got names for the towns. This is Greenland, right? Groenland, Greenland, Gruelland. Things haven't changed a whole lot over time. But yeah, there's quite a bit of detail. So, and then there's a G. There's a G right in the middle of the map, Johnny. A G. Not a C. Not a N. But there's a G there. So make of it what you will, right? I won't make any speculations.
Creepers.
Oh, another unicorn. Alicorn. Alicorno. And then it's funny, there's Amagog. So there's Gog and Magog. And this is probably Magog. Amagog? Probably Magog. And then there's the Great Wall of China was in here somewhere. But yeah, it's quite the map, man. They got the sun going around its course. They got some kind of weird sea creature following it. Lobster.
Lobster. Huge lobster.
Lobster. Tartar sauce. Perfect with lobster.
So tartar's on this map too, right?
Tartaria is all over it, buddy. All in the northern hemisphere. It's all Tartaria, man.
Oh, man. How can Jed and Validation Boy deny this shit, dude?
Everything's a psyop to those guys, buddy.
I mean, this could be a psyop, but it's all over the maps.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to this, man. I mean, all these buildings are structured the same all over the world.
Yep.
And their windows are halfway into the ground.
Yeah, I know. That's the way they built their buildings back then, Johnny. They built the building, and then they covered all the basement windows with dirt and mud halfway up, so that you had to stand on a ladder from the inside to peek out. That's what they did. Because they were brilliant architects.
They had to like carve out the to make a new door after the
Right.
catastrophe, they had to make a new door, so they would just carve out like a doorway, you know?
Yeah.
Like on all the buildings, on all of them, they just carve out new doors in the windows, you know?
I know, right?
That's some crazy shit, dude. I don't know if no one's looking at this stuff or if it's just a couple people, but
I don't know. But they got everything mapped, buddy. Everything. Not
hey,
accurate, but they're depicting what they want to depict for the time. You know what I mean? And of course, it's stretched and whatever. But look at this, man. Got a big thing picking up an elephant. Look at that.
what
Where's
is
he
that?
taking that elephant to?
That's a bird taking an elephant?
That's what it is, buddy.
Holy freaking Vincent Gallipoli.
What was going on back then, man? What kind of shit was these
Wow.
animals eating?
These birds are like rock lover size.
Look at the size of the grasshoppers and the bunnies.
I
Man.
don't know.
Oh, look, this is Pterodell. Pterodell. There you go.
What? Wait, what? Okay. That's like weird, but I think I got whiskey left. I got some whiskey. I can't drink whiskey.
Del Fuego. It's Del Fuego.
We have dragon birds picking up elephants.
we got P Mars. Look, there's P Mars. Look. Look at the titties on him. Look.
It looks just
even
like
got the beard on it. Look.
He's got the P Mars beard
and the titties, man. I'll put a little Illuminati symbol in between those titties there.
How are you able to zoom in so close? This
want
is
to get in
too
closer?
Good. This is too good, man. This is. You can't zoom in that well, dude. You can't zoom in on P Mars titties like that.
We'll back up P Mars for a minute.
Okay, yeah, it's just time for a shot of whiskey, I guess. Holy crap. Like, this is rock lover, Gallipoli, Campanella shit, What is that, a fox bird? What am I tripping? I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Oh, look, there's Jake the Asshole at Kalamazoo.
That's Dan Pratt, Prince of Norway.
Oh, shit.
Well, another one grabbing another elephant. They were just carrying elephants all over the earth back then. That's how they got around. Hey, Griffin, come get me.
Oh, man.
Look at this thing coming out of the sea, man. What is that? It's like, stay out of this part of the ocean because there's a big hairy guy with claws.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? I'm tripping, dude. I'm tripping.
Terra Galacia. Look at all the different animals down in Antarctica, buddy. Man,
what is going on?
That's quite the fucking thing climbing out of the ocean, though, isn't it?
It's Freddy. Like that long.
Look at the fucking claws.
Yeah,
man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're giants. Oh, like it's just trying to tell you not to go there because there's giants and shit. Dude, I was playing the game God of War and there's giants and like there's it's all flooded and there's like all these buildings that are like ancient and you're like it's all water though.
Yeah, everything's flooded out.
Yeah, but you're fighting like giants and gods and you're a god yourself.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy game. I like that game, man.
No, but it reminds me of this shit. Like I'm looking at like
kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah. and I think that we've been dumbed down to the point where we don't know who we are,
We've been dumbed down to the point where you could go on to a so-called truthers channel and you can say, hey, What do you know about Tartaria? And they'll flip out and tell you off, call you an idiot for looking at maps. That's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I think the buildings and the mud flood thing, it really does make a point. I mean, who built these buildings, these beautiful buildings, these amazing buildings? Like, who built these buildings? Like, was it like, you know, Christopher Columbus or some shit? I mean, get the fuck
He
out
did
of
it
here.
all alone, man. It was him
Get
and
the
John
fuck out of
Cabot
here.
and a couple Jesuit priests. They all ran around and cut all these limestone and stone buildings up, and they
I
did
mean,
it up,
get the fuck out of here, man. No one's ever really thought about it. Like, we've all
No.
just accepted it. We've all accepted it. Like,
Yeah.
but it's worldwide, you know.
It is
like,
worldwide, buddy.
And there's this free electricity thing that. Okay, so they know that we're so stupid. Like, we're like, everyone is like, oh, the people are stupid, so we don't deserve this technology or something. I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm kind of upset, man. I'm a little upset, you know. And I guess this happens with truth. Like, when you find a new truth, you get hurt, you know, a little bit hurt, and then you move on, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at Jeff Glenn and Mike having a bath in the Pacific.
I see that. I see that.
They take up the whole island, buddy. They were that big.
They're pushing them out to the islands. Oh man,
There's P. Mars again, Law.
Oh, that is P. Laraka. Larach. P. Mark.
Cash. Terra de la Cash. This kind of looks like Africa, but it's not. Right? Africa is over here, buddy. What? See the difference? See the distance? Africa is the only place on Earth that has lions right now, right? Back then, there was lions and tigers and alligators over here, too. And these birds and naked men on islands bathing. Naked men helping each other up in the mountains. P. Mars is running everywhere.
This is weird.
It is weird, man. Mafe Zuma, Chief Fure Dialésico e della India. India Occidental. That's not
Accidentally India?
Yeah, that's not India. India's over here.
So those are other lands, like all
India's over here. Oh, I was wrong. Africa's way up here.
So like all these lands on the outside are just new land or something?
Looks like extra land to me, buddy. And they all had their own rulers too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they all had their own rulers. Romano Imperatore.
Romano Imperatore. I mean, you know, that guy. He lives where?
Terra di Passalia.
And this is where?
This is below, above, beside Africa.
So these lands
below
are
India. It's below India, Asia.
So none of these lands are discovered, or
they were discovered back then. They all had rulers. Well, this one has dragons. Look, this is the New Guinea. Parse de la Nua Guinea. They had dragons and big, huge bunny rabbits.
So is that Antarctica, or where is that?
It says New Guinea.
New Guinea?
Yeah. But New Guinea is only
Where do they say? Yeah, but that's somewhere over by. Where are they putting it in Antarctica?
I don't know. They did that with all of them.
Hmm.
This is.
What's up there?
I'm looking. This is.
What the fuck?
Okay, we already seen this one. Look at
This
this
is
guy. We
crazy.
got a Minotaur over here, huh?
This is crazy, dude. So like, there's like this boundary, and like you go past it, and all of a sudden you're like in this fantasy fucking land or some shit.
Yeah, they're in the land of the Minotaurs and the Dragons.
Fuck.
It's called Galacia, Terra Galacia, Terra Galipolia. Look at these things, man. Look what's over in Galacia. Great big huge dragons. Wow. Just art though.
I think they poisoned all the dragons.
There's another one there, look. Wow.
That's just the something I heard in the year 700 they killed the dragons. I don't know if it's real or not, but
All Knights Templar boats.
but here's the thing, like we were talking about these years be like okay, so what's year is this map again? 1500. Why would they have dragons in the year 50 if all the dragons were dead
This
in
is 1544 to 1613.
if all the dragons were dead at 700, it tells me it's 1700. So that's why I kept saying, like, man, I gotta feel like I need to add a zero or
Yeah.
drop a zero.
Drop a zero.
Right?
Yeah.
One or the other. It's like it goes both ways. So it's just telling me like there's a zero missing, or what needs to be added. Like one or the other. Like, fuck, man. Like, how can there be dragons on a map that's the year 1500?
And how do they have the whole world mapped out, you know?
Exactly.
Then we got interesting things down here too. Look at that thing with the cross on its head blowing down on us. Look at that. That's creepy.
Oh man, this is a problem. This hurts me.
See, they put land in the middle.
What is with the one with the cross on his fucking head?
You see that? That's creepy, man. And his got no name. All the other lines have names, but not his.
Europa. Wait. Zoom back in on that central. What is this map?
Europa. Europa Aqua.
Europa, Africa,
Asia.
Zoom back. Yeah, zoom back out. Wow.
And then it says Aria here.
That's amazing, man. I don't know what to say.
Mind-boggling, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking fuckery. Like, why is up with the fucking shills blowing the wind and shit, man? I'm tripping, dude.
That's a crazy map, man. I've seen this before.
So that's the eclipse?
Yeah, that's the eclipse, yeah. But what do I know, right? Like, what do we know, man? You know?
Man, this is nuts, dude. So I think this is the key. Like, if someone can, like, look at this map and really figure this out, like, we could figure out what it is. Like, what really it is. Truly it is, you know? Like, this person had it mapped out perfectly. And they had all this other stuff going on. Like, if we can stop thinking one way and just let go and, like, really look at this, like, we could probably understand things better. $1,500. This is when they're starting to take over the barbarians, the Tartarians, right?
Mm.
You ever think of that? The girl, put something in my comments.
Yeah, see, the map was done in quarters like this and then just put together. Gallipoli Isola. Look at that.
Gallipoli has his whole country.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Rocklover. Gallipoli, Gallipoli. It's pretty much the same.
Eastern United States, Florida, Cuba. I don't see Chilago anywhere. I see unicorns.
What's up with the guy in the
I don't
ocean?
know. I don't know, man, but yeah.
There's like giants in the sea or something.
Stay away from that part of the ocean. Okay.
Like, how did they kill the giants? Like, eventually they killed the giants, you know?
That's the Kraken.
Like, there was giants coming out of the sea.
with,
Like, wait a
with big
minute.
claws.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. Like, hey a minute. There's still giants in the sea. Now there's sea monsters.
Looks like he's offering up the laurel, the wreath. Same thing that's around the United Nations flag, but it's circle instead of, you know.
There's like a dome with like land inside of it.
Yeah, they got their little spheres in their hands, eh?
What the fuck?
We're taking the globe over there. Yeah,
I'm
see where I'm
tripping.
pointing? Over there.
Oh my.
But you're going the wrong way, Filippo Max. It's this way. We got to bring the globe this way.
Holy fucking.
Here they are all.
This is nuts, dude.
And eventually they turn this map into the globe. You'll see here in a second. See, they're starting to bend it. That's why they got all these doodads. See that? Boom. But even on the globe, there's still land up here up north. Even on the globe.
Oh shit.
Take a look.
North Pole. But you know what? It's funny, B. If you think about north would be up, south would be down. Like, north would be the top of the dome. If you really want to think about it, you know? I don't know. What the fuck did you just do? Holy shit. You just put the flat earth map on the ball?
Yeah. They did that.
They did that?
They did that.
It works.
Yeah, and it works. But there's
works.
still land up top, see? All kinds of land up top. I'm
all confused now. I'm all confused.
They won't show us.
I'm all confused, man. Wait a minute. I see mud flood everywhere.
Can't say mud flood.
Oh, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed
Psyop.
to say
Psyop.
that.
In Agagichi Tatari. Vesevakani Tar. Parakorashi Tartari. Siberia Province Datar. Sivanstoni Tar. So many tartars and tartaris on here, man. You can't deny it anymore.
I see in a Gachi Taratari
Right there.
to the left of Livio, Ninja, Merja, a bunch of towns in Tartari.
This is the Caspian Sea right here.
Tari.
Here's the Caspian Sea. Huh, that's interesting, man. Definitely interesting. They just have to stick it on a ball, don't they? Still pretty neat, though.
How did you do that?
I don't know. Google did it.
What the fuck? Google's like fucking with my head, dude.
There's the Canary Islands.
It's on a ball.
The Azores.
So
all
this
right.
is them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Where are they going? Where are they all going?
I don't know. But I was looking at this right here. A big island in the middle of the ocean.
Which one?
This one. Right here. And it's on the other side of California.
It's in between. Not Hawaii.
It's pretty big to be Hawaii, buddy.
It's not Australia.
Takes up the whole friggin' North Pacific Ocean. You don't see it?
I'm trying to look, man.
Right here where my mouse is, man.
Is it not California?
No, this is California. Well, here's Mexico. And then you go up here. This is just all California, the panhandle there. And then Alaska's up here. North America. And there's this big island out in the middle of the ocean. That's off the coast of Japan. It's right off the coast of Japan, right off the coast of Washington and Seattle. Mark, it's so close to Mark so he could swim to it.
See it. So
where'd that big chunk of land go? You telling me they made a big mistake like that back in the day? No, they mapped it out and they put that there because it was there.
So I see they like cut California like really high up, like a, and then Alaska is there.
Yeah.
But then there's that huge ass island.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. And why is the Erie Canal there? When the Erie Lake Erie's not even there. But the Erie Canal's there.
That is weird. Those rivers through the center. That's tripped out, man. The whole thing looks wholly different, dude.
And there's that king. They're all holding the spheres, and they're heading towards Jamaica, Bermuda. He's pointing towards Bermuda. And they're taking the spheres over there. They're taking the sphere over there, see? They're indoctrinating everybody over here with it.
Mm-hmm. The original flat Earth map is in full effect.
That's crazy. Oh man, it crashed. Damn.
Crash, we're having technical difficulties. Anyone listening, check chat. See if there's any trolls in chat.
No shills allowed. We're talking about Tartaria.
Oh, Lauren wants in.
There we are.
Star Force.
So,
Far Stars.
according to that map,
Far
that
Stars
island is right here, where all these big scratches are.
Wait, what the fuck?
According to that map, this is where that big island would be, right in here. But of course, you know, Google Maps ain't going to show you shit. Let's go see what Google Earth shows me.
Man, I don't know what to believe nowadays. Holy crock. Crapicoli. Gallipoli. Campanella. Capoli.
All right, here's Google Earth. Okay, let's turn it a bit.
What are you about to show me now, dude?
The same place between Japan and America.
Oh,
Where
that
that
country?
island is on that map. I don't see no island here. Of course, I knew
Okay,
that.
so there's Russia and Alaska. See that?
Yeah.
And so, like, there's supposed to be a big landmass right in the middle here.
According to that other map that we were looking at, yeah.
Yeah. And
But there's nothing in all of this ocean. There's nothing.
all right, so let's go by California so I can get my grip here. All right, where's Cali? There's Cali. Oh, they show it the same comment. All right, so off Cali to the left, there is a huge country that is missing. And we have the Hawaii there, right?
Yeah. But that's not as big as it is on that other map, though. I mean, they
No.
make it the size of the whole ocean almost. It's almost like touching Japan and almost touching Cali.
Well, let's look and see if we can find some traces in the ocean of what is all those straight lines?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Could be fiber optics.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
See how they all point to one direction, though? They all end up in this center right here. See how they all merge together? They all point in towards one place.
Like you're off in space right now. What are you talking
And
about?
then you go in, and it's French Polynesian Islands.
Oh, what the fuck?
But look at how all these scratches point right to those islands. Scratches, roads, whatever they're called. I don't know what they are. Google Maps messing with us.
Like
I don't know.
no, it's old fucking. Oh my goodness, I'm having a sensory overload. I'm having a sensory overload. I feel like they've lied about history. They've lied about fucking everything.
Now, it looks like these places used to be big continents. Look at these big shelves out in the middle of the ocean. They look like they used to be old big continents, right? They really do, but now they're just little islands, like they were flooded out.
Old maps are the fucking treasure chest, you know? Oh, man. I don't know if I'm ready for this, B. I'm going to let you take over the show because I know there's a lot of information, and I feel like I've just been exploded with information. I had
I
an
don't know.
overload, man. Like, you want us to ignore what they give, just the information that we have now? I mean,
Ignore it.
yeah, no. I mean, there's so much information. Like, I could just go on and on. I could just fucking sit here and just rant about it. But there has to be some organization here. Like, what is the mud flood? Like, people don't believe. You don't. You
I
heard
know.
Jed.
Yeah.
You
Heard Jed.
like,
I heard Dan. I heard them. They don't even look into it, though. See, they just sit from the sidelines and they try to discredit it. They don't bring nothing to the table. They just say, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's a hoax. It's a psyop. Blah, blah, blah. Flat earth. Blah, 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 blah. Psyop. Blah, blah, blah. That's all they do. Don't masturbate, you know. But they don't bring forth no evidence, nothing to question, nothing to show their side of, their point. Like, nothing. They got nothing. Right?
I got something. You remember, the fleur de lis or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is? Well, I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking that's some kind of like symbol for free energy.
I don't know.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because at the top of all these buildings, like in these old pictures, I actually, like if you're not going to present, I'll present something.
Oh, I thought I was. Oh, whoops.
I'll present something, or the top of these buildings, like there's these crosses, and then like below the cross, there's like this opposite like curve thing,
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of this fleur de lis shit, I don't know why, but then like when I see the tips to the gate, like they have gates and they have the tips of the gates. Like I feel like in some civilization somewhere,
Yeah.
everything was like free energy and everything was happy and like, I mean, why? Like the only reason it's all negative and like the way it is because people aren't. They're not gonna. We're not worthy. We're all slaves and we're all just.
Yeah. We're
We're,
just
we're
serfs.
all.
We're just goy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, going another way, like people don't understand. Like no one's talking about the free energy or the past, the true history. And that's what we're trying to dig into is the true history. I don't know.
So it's a 430-year-old map, recently scanned, and the famous collector David Ramsey completed the restoration and digitization of an ancient atlas of the globe, better known as the Urbano Monte map. It's medieval. Looks just like this map here. Proximity, so our world is depicted on the UN emblem. I mean, what's that piece of land joining these two continents down here on the side, up here? If that's Australia, what's it connected to? That would make that part of the island of Australia if it was really connected like that. They don't tell us about no second part of Australia. That's New Zealand. Anyway. According to the medieval map, the Earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolve around it. Oh. It gives a very detailed and accurate picture of the whole globe, although it was made only 95 years after the discovery of America. Yeah, so they knew what America looked like in 100 years. They knew, eh? In order to create a detailed and accurate map of the world in such a short time, it is necessary at least to have satellite system. Yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing because I don't agree with this lady called Space or whoever wrote it. I just wanted it for the maps. But yeah, it's cool shit.
It was cool.
Oh shit, man.
Look, wait, whoa. Never mind. I mean, I'm glad that you raped this. Yes, that right there. Holy guaca, fucking Vincent Galley, fucking Calipoli. I
That looks
mean,
like a fleur de lis up there, doesn't it?
what is this?
Hi,
It's some
Chloe.
ancient. Hi. This
Look at
is
the maps,
ancient.
honey.
That was ancient, 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 hidden treasure.
Yeah, I wish I could read it. Nice big Jesuit sun. Okay. What else I got here? I got the Validation Boy live stream with special guest Jed Skeptic Media.
I got something.
All right. Yeah, because I'm pretty much out, buddy.
Yeah. I got something cool, actually. It's funny because, like, let me give you controls in case of dangerous. You know, you have to be careful on, you know. All right. I have a video. It says a lot, man. Like, there's a lot to talk about. Like, I don't know where to start.
Start with Rob's house. His parents have a house that is built, and there's half windows popping out.
Which Rob? Wait. Hold up.
Houses were built on slopes. We're not talking about houses. We're talking about great big huge buildings with precision cut limestone.
I can play that. I can play that bit too. Hold on.
Houses on top of hills. We're not talking about houses.
All right. I'm talking about swords.
Swords?
Ancient swords that have like special powers and shit. They're gonna totally say this is bullshit right now. Hold on.
Let's psyop them.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Wait a minute. What is it called? All right.
They're flame swords.
Flame swords.
Flammered, Flammenschwert, Fluntergy. All of the names obviously pointing towards their main quality. They would make flame. And not just
Flame swords, bitch.
not like the flame of the fireworks or like the normal light which goes in straight rays, but exactly Tesla coil style flame. They are manufactured till date again for entertainment. They bear the same name and they look the
Ancient
same.
lightsabers, what?
Lightsabers, dude.
Probably similar as well. Here the
Tartars use sabers.
The outside, but it's still visible.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Sketch showing the principle on which they work.
Ancient fucking sabers, lightsabers.
Yeah.
They got us fucked up, man. They know that most people are stupid, like, so they got all this technology and they're just holding it back from all of us, and we're fucked. All you gotta do is skip through this video. if I can.
Oh, they're
It's
showing the
fucking-
same map too. No, that's not the same map. Never mind.
I would skip through this, but like YouTube has control of my fucking computer and I can't do anything. Hold on. If I click something, it's just gonna go to shit. I'm fucked.
Top of one another. And in the description of the patent, they say that they have come up with this setup and these
Look at this
shapes
shit.
just because they are optimal for collecting the biggest amount of electricity.
The domes are described in detail in the patent. They must be hollow and interconnected in
Gold balls.
with each other, exactly like it is in the churches.
This shit's nuts, though. Watch this
The
shit.
antenna of this modern church. It's exactly as the older crosses in Christianity before they introduced the well-known.
There's this ball thing where they like make a ball and they like collect energy through these
And if you're not
balls and
satisfied
shit,
because
and then like a cross at the top. This shit's nuts, dude.
Here I would offer to you a really good-looking crescent, exactly as they should be. So we continue with this fully functional setup of the patent. We have a hanging metal element, which is of
Watch this
course
shit, dude. Look at
present
that.
in the old temples as well.
Watch this, dude. Fuck.
Oh, there's the dome
And
ceiling.
not only churches.
It's like you need a metal floor too.
Yeah, copper.
So, what else do we need to have our setup complete?
It's hard to understand her, but metal floor.
And here are some
That makes a lot of
churches
sense.
where the metal
Because
floor
when I went
is
and
still
visited
preserved.
the Alexander Graham Bell
And
house,
before
he had a
getting
copper
into what
floor
will
in
be
his shed.
powering with this
barn.
electricity,
Yeah.
Copper,
let's
total copper
see the
floor.
things from broader perspective and not get limited to one single thing.
Big, huge sheets of copper. That's crazy.
Exactly. Now there's stuff done with this metal. I mean, this is crazy, dude. It just goes on and on.
There's Moscow. That's a Tartarian cross, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This just keeps going, dude. It gets better and better.
Wow. Look at that thing. Yeah, the thing on the roof is just for decoration. Okay, some balls hanging off of an onion. Okay, we just decorate all our buildings with onions and balls. Right?
I mean, this is getting nuts, dude. Like they've lifted the veil for real this time. Like Aaron Dover was right. Aaron Dover was right, man.
Let's see again the sketch of one of the patents for a modern atmospheric electricity power station. So everything we see here are already very familiar elements from the antique or so-called neoclassical architectural styles. These are contemporary historic illustrations, and also some installations have survived till date.
Wow. They're not wanting us to show this information right now. I'll fast forward it.
Oh,
Like
I'm
we get it.
interested. I'm watching it.
I'll try to let it play then.
Look at that thing on the roof, man. Marriage ceremony. You'll be zapped with this electricity. You're going to be one with your husband forever. You may now electrocute the bride. This is your last chance to bow out. Either hit that free electricity switch or don't.
Dude.
It as close as year 1889.
Everybody smoked pipes back then. Why is that guy smoking a cigarette?
Machineries at the exhibition in Paris.
And that guy. Why do they all got smokes and not pipes?
Most famous showcase is for all the cutting-edge technologies at that time.
Oh man, they had like underground like super tunnels and shit, like and all kinds of shit. Like think about this. They had electric cars in the year 1900. Remember? They had electric cars. Like when cars first came out, they were all electric, and like now they're like electric cars is like the newest technology. It's like everything is bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
They lie about everything all the fucking time, man. It's so fucked. I'm so pissed. I'm just pissed off lately, man. Because of this shit, dude. Like, we're all superheroes. So, like, we're all fucking... Like, somehow we're all fucking important. Like, we have power. Like, we're electric, too. Just like this shit. Like, are you Spider-Man? Or are you New Earth? This chick, can you do what she does? Because she's badass.
I'm Batman, always have been.
Carrying the antenna. What once has been a functional antenna is probably now just a kind of a religious symbol. The first and most important thing that we have to do if we want to start understanding ancient advanced technologies is to, first of all, abandon the deeply rooted concept that we need a very sophisticated device to get high-tech results. And that's why in 1985, Shivkar Bapuji Talpate built and flew a mail car made of
there's some shit. I'm going to pause it.
Filled with liquid.
All right. So they have these flying crafts like way back in the day. There's just they lied about everything, dude.
Everything.
I mean it's just every little bit of history that I know is a complete lie.
Yep.
And it's just so much greater than I ever thought. It keeps blowing my mind. Like when you just when you think you got it, it just gets more fucking crazy. Now there's dragons and shit.
Vimanas.
Now there's flying fucking. You think it's like blimp. It's like a blimp. I mean, it's no different than a fucking blimp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
It's not that like they just made our brains like to where like blimps are just blimps, you know. But actually, they're just fucking flying. You know what I'm saying?
Some crazy shit, man. There's a whole section of the map called Tartaria that we didn't know anything about, and there's a whole bunch of truther shills on the internet telling us not to look that way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't look that way. You can't look at old maps.
Yeah, we're not allowed to look into this stuff, dude.
You're an idiot.
I mean, anyone out there, check out this chick, New Earth. Like, just watch some of these videos, like, and you'll see what the fuck the argument is. It's just pretty obvious. I think she has a great point. I think she's pretty much right for the most part.
And think about it this way too, Johnny. With the whole mud flood thing and the whole Starfort thing and all these big buildings, Now, this was a time when they painted everything, okay? Everything that happened, they painted it. But they didn't paint the construction of any of these star forts. Didn't paint the construction of any of these older buildings, you know? Some of the big, huge ones. I mean, these people were proud of themselves and they like to document everything, but they didn't paint any of this stuff. But they painted everything else, right? It's weird. This doesn't all add up, man.
No, it doesn't add up at all, dude. And like, these buildings are built the way, like the video you sent me, which I'm gonna play after this one, was the best mud flood video I've ever seen. But this video right here is amazing. You can see what channel I'm on, New Earth. Just go there and watch this. I mean, she's nailing it, like all through this thing. I mean, they had robots back then. Like, these people had all the more technology than we have now.
Look at that thing, man.
I know. But
oh my goodness, what is that?
I don't know, but
you weren't supposed to bring Agent Sweetheart into this tonight, Johnny.
But here's the thing: like, if you get high enough, if you get really high in the atmosphere, it's called ether. So there's an ether. If there's an ether, and like we get energy from the ether, you know. And there's something to these star forts. There's something to the giants. There's something to these buildings. There's something to the mud floods. And like for anyone to ignore it or say it's a hoax right away, like when that's the hoax, the history is the hoax, you know. Like for them to say it's a like don't fuck with us, dude. Don't fuck with me and fucking B, okay? Don't fuck with us. We're fucking monsters in this shit. You don't want to fuck around. We're right here. We're trying to figure it out. Like, leave it the fuck alone. You motherfucking Roman fucking shit.
Looks like a snowflake.
You Roman fucking shells. Leave us the fuck alone. You know?
Crypto tartars.
Yeah, don't fuck with us, dude. Like, we're just fucking give us a chance to understand further, you know, into or overstand your stance. You know, because like it's time to step away. It's time for certain people to step away. Like, you're so fucking shilly. Like, this isn't fucking MTV. Like, fucking get the fuck out of here. You know, like get the fuck out of here, you acting fucking shill fucks. Look at this shit. They lied about everything. Wake the fuck up. Your whole history. The whole thing, you know, like Eric Dubé, all these people, they're obvious plants. They don't want you to see this. Thank you, New Earth. They don't want you to see shit that me and B are trying to wake people up to. Thank you, Brianable. Because Brianable was on this before we even found this. He was talking about this shit. Star Force and shit. You know?
I was all over it.
Yeah. Like, we were on it before it was even on it. Like, it was before it was Camp Bell Soup. It was motherfucking it was motherfucking me and Brian will making soup for your bitch asses. You know?
Yep. Who's your daddy now, right?
Who's your fucking daddy now? Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun. Wow.
Yeah, I'm about to fast forward. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I think these houses that they got inside the star forts are a new addition. I think they found these star forts like this and said, hey, let's build some of our crappy wooden structures inside. Good fort. The Tartars built good forts. Let's use them.
Yeah, they stole all the buildings. That's the whole point. It's like all these buildings were there and they just made the building whatever they wanted to make it. And that's what she starts to talk about. She's like, look at these amazing buildings.
Yep.
And now it's like the public office for whatever, and it's like a castle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like this castle, and it's like public relations office or some shit.
Some government office, yeah, tax building or some post office.
Yeah. It's like a post office. And it's a fucking castle. And you're like, wait a minute. And
Castle
then
like some old giant Tartarian.
Yeah. And then like half of it is like inside of the ground. And there's like a window and there's like a new door and shit.
Well, that's just the way they built them back then. You know, they made buildings. They covered the windows half with dirt and said that's the best you get. Right?
Yeah.
Instead of not putting a window there, you know, they just said, "Oh, we'll put one there, but you'll only be able to look out a third of it." No, that don't fly with me. I'd say just don't put a window there. Save me $50.
Yeah, but the actual building is like under the ground or some shit.
Yeah.
But you got to think about your town, because you think like I've seen buildings like that before. So is this flood so big where it covers the whole earth to where everything got flooded? Because even in like America, there's buildings where you're in a basement, but like the window is like half of the, you know what I'm saying? That's trippy, man. I don't know.
Oh man, I broke Google Earth.
All right, you want the screen back?
I broke Google Earth, buddy.
Wait, I want to share something. I want to share the video you shared with me.
Yeah.
Everybody go to bed.
I'm looking at a place right now. I'm looking at a place right now called the Embassy Hotel in Victoria, and it was built on a mud flat. This place was actually built on a mud flat. It was a tidal mud flat. But it's a newer style building. So.
All right. You got the show, dude. I know you got some dope shit.
Just trying to fix my Google Earth.
Yeah, I just want to say good night, everybody. I hope everyone enjoys their fake ass life.
You crashing?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I just there was a couple people that went to bed, and I just want to say.
Oh, okay. Good night. Good night, young fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. See this place here, Johnny?
Wait
Big,
a minute.
huge Castle Hotel.
Why isn't it showing up? Why isn't it showing up? Hold on.
Weird. How's that?
Wait a minute. It's not showing up on the fucking live show, man. You got Rob S, dude. Rob S is checking on his ducks in the country, man. You have to take care of Rob S, dude.
At least
it's not working.
It should be. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it on the live stream.
I'm gonna re-upload it. The original Fireman. Okay, yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's working.
This thing's huge, man.
So,
And this whole area underneath the Empress Hotel was a mud flood. It was a mud flat. So you can tell, like, you know what I mean? The history of it, if you read it, it'll tell you.
oh shit. And the windows.
Don't go that far. But look at the half windows, man.
Yeah, the windows, dude. What the fuck? Who builds buildings like that?
Right. But they explain the whole story to you, but they don't show you any pictures of it being constructed or anything. They just have a story out here on a plaque on how it was built.
That's crazy,
Okay.
dude.
Then you go across the bay here, and you get this real weird building. Where is it? Oh, lost. Right here. Looks like a Solomon's Temple, man. Look at this thing. Look at that. See that? Woo!
Wow.
Oh.
All the buildings, like all the fucking buildings. I mean, there could be. I mean, you're in construction. You know what we're building now. Like we're building drywall and like shitty buildings.
Yeah.
We're not building fucking temples. We're not building fucking castles.
No.
Some of these buildings with these domes have been here already. Like they came in and they took all the shit and stole all the fucking shit. I mean,
all of these green caps you see here, Johnny, all these green, this is all copper. All that green, that's all copper.
Why does it go green?
Tiny balls on the tops of them.
Why does it turn green?
Because of the weathering. Big fountain in the middle. We showed you that. I took a video of that for you, Saul. Showed it to you. We got all kinds of little altars around. Then you go front, there's a big statue to Queen Elizabeth. Right here, just plunked right in the middle of it. Another fountain in the middle. And then they got the Temple of Solomon over here. Just, just because. Lions on the roof.
Wow. Did you
it's
see?
A big restaurant. Now it's just a restaurant.
Did you see the whole Solomon flying on carpets and shit?
Yeah, man, I've looked into that before. Yeah. It's interesting. They say that's how he got around, went and visited Queen Sheba with his flying carpet.
Yeah, I kind of believe it now. It was hard to believe before, but now, like, I'm like thinking they had technology we don't have, and they're not. We're just dumb. Like, we're just idiots or some shit. But I think me and you are starting to understand it a little better. Anyone out there that thinks that we built some of these buildings, like, you're crazy. They were here before. And we lied. Like, you've been lied to. We've all been lied to. I think that's the main point, is like they just lied so hard and so deep, we're fucked about the truth. So we need to find out, like, looking at the buildings, it's obvious there was a flood. Okay, there's something happened. There was something that happened that we had to reconstruct the building. People died.
This is where Chris Hadfield went to university at, in this big old castle. See that?
Yeah.
That's where he went to university, buddy.
Oh, man.
It's a great
Probably
big secret university campus. Look at that thing, man. Look at that. I wasn't allowed in here.
Probably Tartar magic. Jesuits, my ass. Tartarian golden nuggets. It's not chicken.
going in this building next summer.
Who
Damn,
built
Skippy.
these castles, man? Who built these
I can't
castles?
remember now. I can't remember. I got pictures all through here with the girls and Tiffany. And it was a nice place, man. If I had known Chris Hatfield went there. Up here, there's a statue of some god. See if I can zoom in. Oh. Let's see. It's called the Royal Roads University. That's as far as I can go. I don't like this keyboard. Wow, it's humongous. And then there's a naval base over here, a military base with a whole bunch of big guns. Big guns that pop out of the ground. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
The fuck? It's like they're still ready for war or some shit. Where's that again?
That was in BC up here by me. I'm going off the coast
Man.
of California for that big island. I don't see it.
Oh, you're looking for the island off of California.
It's not Guadalupe. That's only a tiny island.
Yeah, but there must be like markings in the ocean that show you the.
If I was looking at the real ocean, sure.
It's not real.
Can't be. What kind of ocean floor has great big long straight marks on it?
Yeah.
Like, who they trying to kid, man?
Good
All
point.
this water here with no islands in it. Yeah, right. That's so big. There's the Pitcairn Islands. Adamstown. And they just like unmask a little bit of it for you. They're like, here, you can peek in here. And then you see on the outside they try to make the illusion of the water moving. Try to trick you. Well, now it stopped. Oh, you got to zoom in to make the water move. Give me a break.
Adamstown. There's a guy named Adam.
It just gets so fake. Heard a guy
St.
raise
Paul's
a good
one?
point. I heard a guy raise a good point. We should be able to turn this globe once, twice, and be back at the same spot. But it takes another extra turn to get around. And then you look up north, and all that land that's on that old map is not there. None of it. Nothing. Did they fix that line yet? I've seen another guy covering that line today.
They don't want.
Well, it's still there.
They don't want us to know about any new land or anything, dude.
No. This is what the real north looks like. This line here where they slipped up. Because obviously this blue is just a mask. covering up the real north.
That's the real North Pole.
We get one tiny little look, one little sliver.
The real North Pole.
That looks like land. Icy though.
It's a real North Pole. Oh shit.
Blacked out.
It still looks photographed or photo.
Yeah. I know
blurred.
it does too, yeah. CGI, like it's all pixely, look.
Yeah, that's blurry as fuck.
Yeah. They must represent
like
little chunks of ice, maybe.
There it is. There's the North Pole.
This is a long line, man. I'm not even close yet.
Damn, dude. Like, we're so stuck in our little fucking rooms. Just a whole world to discover out there. Who wants to do it? Is it Math Powerland that's going to do it?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but none of the shills are talking about these maps, man. You think Matthew Powerland would be using that map to say, look, folks. But no. They ignore it as much as they can, like the plague. Don't exist. No such thing as Tartaria. Shut up, Brian. We need to set up a real GoFundMe so we can get to the North Pole.
Tartarian. Tartarian. I think there's a whole new fucking discovery and it needs to be fucking addressed. You know, like, what the fuck? Like, people have a point. These buildings are fucking ancient. You know, like, you're telling me that, like, they're in the middle of, like, America in some town in fucking Alabama. Like, in the middle of the country. Yeah. It's like some castle.
1902, they dropped the plans. 1903, it's built. Gardens are planted, you know.
That brings up a great fucking point, dude.
No pictures painted of it, you know.
Just we should play that. We should play that vid, dude. I have it saved as on my favorites. You sent it to me earlier, and it was like, I haven't seen like mud floods make very much sense. It was like people don't understand it, but then when you see these buildings, it's like, wow. Like, then I'm thinking, like, I remember being in buildings like downstairs, like, oh, we're in the basement because we're under the ground level, but yet that's not the basement. Like, fuck. It's like took over the whole world, like a whole flood of the whole fucking world, or what the fuck happened?
What video was it? What was it called? True Earth Mud, Missing Architects, Missing Adults, Loss of Orphans and Trains.
Yes, that one. Missing Adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like a bunch of adults went missing, and like now they have these facilities where they just keep orphans or some shit. What the fuck?
Oh, I watched 30 minutes of it out of 37.
it's not showing.
Should be. I presented.
I'm gonna stop it and then do it again.
I can see it. Okay. Cool.
So it's like missing adults.
So there's this kind of breaking off with the parents. And thousands of women who deposited their children during the 19th century, only 2 ever seem to have been in a position to claim them back. So we're talking about just children with no connection to their parents. And this whole concept of women who were fallen women, I think this is actually a cover story to account for all these kids. Why are all these kids in these institutions?
So where are the parents of all these children? And why is there an abundance, which I'm going to show you now, blow your mind, of these orphanages, workhouses, where they work to death? It's just a lot of kids with no parents.
And they even had the residential schools over here in Canada. So, same thing.
You say? So, yeah,
This is crazy.
They were imagined and inundated, and then, during the late Victorian era, just like the Pied Piper of Hamelin, he comes and he takes all the children away, and they don't come back.
little prison. Little correctional center.
Shit. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool.
Sorry, I get into this. I watch it. Good stuff.
No, I had to switch devices because it's just dying. But yeah, man, this is crazy shit, dude.
William Adams Nicholson. Paradox is a statement that may seem absurd or contradictory, but yet can be true. Window sections removed for new doorways. Signs of extensive repair and work. An original doorway that's buried in mud.
Yeah.
Retrofitted entryways.
Look at that shit, dude.
I know, man. The stairs were like... Window replaced as a doorway. Yeah, you can tell. Because it goes up to the same height as the window, right?
Yep.
And the door had a window in it.
That's crazy as fuck, dude. Original entrance.
Chloe, you grab me a pop. Thanks, buddy.
Window replaces door again.
The Kansas City Workhouse was built in 1897 to be used as a city jail for minor criminals. Beginning in 1907, the workhouse changed its mission and it was called a house of corrections. It sought to help the wives and children of prisoners.
House of
It's
Corrections.
stated that the prisoners quarried all of the limestone.
Dude, I'm getting hacked, dude. It says this hangout on air will end if you continue broadcasting content.
You're getting hacked?
Yeah, it says I'm not authorized to use. Fuck, dude. I guess we're not authorized to use this content. Holy crap, moly. I've never seen anything like that.
Wow, really?
Okay. Yeah, just keep playing it. If we get cut off, this we'll just be martyrs, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe it's the music. I'll turn the music down. I don't know, because the guy's speaking now.
Serious problems with the workhouse timetable. The first problem has to do with the prisoners being able to quarry all of that limestone on site and allowing this structure to be completed within 1 year. The second has to do with the lack of any construction photos, although there's a high-quality image of the castle completed in 1900. And third, images of buried windows clearly show that this castle has undulated in mud.
for a cigarette. I'm stressed out.
I'll turn it down when it's just the music, just in case it might be the music, because I can't see the guy of the video.
Oh, mud flood. Not allowed to talk about it.
You're not authorized to talk about mud floods in Tartaria.
You're not allowed. These guys are like gonna cut right through limestone with fucking saw.
Yeah.
Just cut right through this shit. I mean, what are they going? What are they digging for? Like,
Showing you
what
how
do they want?
limestone.
What do they want to see? Like, Google, are you gonna like ban the show that we're doing right now? I got 10 people watch it, dude. Chill out, Google. Fuck me, dude. I gotta position my mind there.
You're still going. I can still see your main screen. You're still going.
Dude, they straight up came on my shit and was like, said something weird, dude. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
Not allowed to do this.
No, Google, just calm down. We're just talking about videos that other people made. Like, we're not the ones doing it. Like, we're just covering it. This is just other people's shit.
Oh, it is. But he done that in 1870, then he went and built that 2 years later. My God. Right. So what else has he built? Oh, you see this? Right. He built this.
The Clinton Valley Center.
How long do you think that would take?
Michigan.
It took him 3.5 years to build something half that size. That's a 6-year job. Nah, no for him. Nope. 2 years later, he built this. I think he used a magic fucking wand. There's no way this section is usually covered in scaffold. I've not seen any of these getting built. Just getting repaired. Maintenance or something, but we never see them getting built. And then you can see it's another one that's in mud. I mean, they're all in mud. He built that as well. That would take him a year.
1 year.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. 1 year to do that. That's baloney, man. No way.
Okay, he gets the credit as the architect, right? But who actually got their hands dirty and built them? And I've worked in building sites. Who built it? Because 1885, that's 20 years after the American Uncivil War. There was trainloads of orphans getting put all over the country to replace the adults that were missing. So, did the orphans build that? Because the adults never. So, these guys get credit for stuff they've never done. And it's all to cover up these wood structures like this. This is all the extra stuff, and the dome, and change all the appearance, and that's how it works. There is no breeze block, and the mulch is plaster. It's just been pointed. Feel it like it. But from this level on down, the walls are all freaked. These are added. This is all fake. This is all fake. This used to be a window. And this is the floor.
It starts to get good right here.
And there's another floor below the wall. This is the original wall.
Sorry, Google.
So is this. This is the original window. This is the original wall. From here on down, it's all fake. It's all plaster.
There's like
And that works.
the building like must go like underground.
Two.
Yeah, like by like 20 feet, man, 30 feet.
All the skills. Plaster.
It's crazy.
I know.
Okay. And as soon as it talked about this period of time with all these rich people building mansions, that's when I knew that something was up. Let's move on a journey here. Let's take a look at some of these mansions. What you're going to see, this is the entrance. The entrance is
Yeah. So they just put the window there anyway. See, Johnny, behind that cement wall, right where it curves around, just so that whoever looks out has a nice view, right? That just don't add up. Why would they spend the money on the window, right?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
to this floor. There's a floor below the entrance. So see this wrap around here? There's a window right behind here. So this whole floor is below the entrance. But I'm pointing this out because this is a mud flood mansion. We didn't build this section. Keep in mind, this is from
It
1903.
gets better and better.
You cannot find construction photos of this building. CooperHewitt.org timeline. And, 1898. It says that they purchased a plot of land and they're showing you where it is. So, okay, things are looking good. 1901.
Carnegie.
The Carnegie Mansion is designed. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Watch this shit.
Oh, it's already complete. It's completed. What? 1901, the garden design, to 1902, it's completed.
There's some quick masons, what?
Gee. So, yeah, just get used to that pattern for the rest of this video.
So they about everything, man. They had to, man. They had to fucking fuck everything. Our whole brains.
Yeah.
Like everything in our brains is just fucked.
Yeah,
we don't know any truth, man.
No, we don't know what to believe either. See, they got things so screwed up. They preach so many no trees on a flat earth and drink your pee and darn Dennis is Mark and Shannon is this person and so many psyops that people just automatically, oh, it's an auto psyop. Don't look at it. Tartaria, no, you're an idiot. It's a psyop. That's the way they automatically think now, see?
No, but the pieces of the puzzle are fitting.
They are.
The problem with them saying this is a psyop is that's the psyop. So because the Tartarian shit fits the puzzle. I mean, all the pieces are in the puzzle. I mean, the whole free electricity, the whole new technology of electric cars and all this shit, and like no, like you guys were idiots the whole time. This is what we weren't getting. Like, is that Thor is real? like electric swords are real. Like Star Wars is real, but here, you know, it's like not in outer space. It's here. And I think the buildings are a big tell. You know?
There. That door was built for a giant man.
Yeah. There's doors that are not built for normal people.
No.
And you can see where they like try to put normal doors in.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah. Square windows in an arched window frame. You know. Yeah. No, it's definitely something to look into.
Yeah, I'm pretty astounded by it. I don't know what to say. Like, I got so much on my mind. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they lied about so much. Like, cause like this whole Hitler thing, and I'm thinking about like Tartia and like Genghis Khan. I don't know. You can keep playing the video. Sorry for me.
It's fascinating. I'm just staring at it and I'm like, wow. No way.
Crazy. Early 1800s, early 1800s, 1900s, and then early 1940s. How could you possibly work out what's original, what's not, what's been altered? I mean, did they actually build it like that for a laugh, just as a stage set? As a former therapist, I no longer practice therapy as part of the system. But anyway, what I know from this is that this is supposed to help you get into a hypnotic state. A mandala is exactly that. It helps you to regulate your focus and allow you to...
So it's not the Mandela effect, it's the Mandali effect.
Go into deep meditation, which is sort of a self-hypnosis.
Yeah, right after this is when I noticed some cool shit.
I'm not buying it. I hope you're going to give it a second thought, because I don't think that it's purchasable. I think it's a cheap trick, and I really hope that you guys consider that. Really incredible before and after, pre-fire, post-fire picture of the Chicago Waterworks. And look at this. I mean, it looks like a castle fit for the most incredible royalty. And this is the Waterworks building. These are the people who made those water cranes.
Yeah, here's your water factory, folks.
They were made in modern times.
You can all live in little shacks, and we'll build an immaculate water factory castle for you.
Yeah, Jed Skeptic. That's just your normal water sewer company.
They all need those big, huge honking towers in front of them, you know.
They reach to the ether.
Without the balls on top, the whole water factory would just collapse. Nothing to see here, folks. Just water factories. Yeah, we're just looking at East African temples. I mean, water factories in Detroit. Sorry.
Look at those long antennas on the fucking top of this building. Holy guaca fucking rockavlowy. There's castles in the ocean or some shit.
You're an elitist with an agenda. And this is part of his agenda. A library outranks any other thing a community can do to benefit its people. It is a never-failing spring in the desert. Libraries are just that, repositories of lies put in place to maintain the narrative. And here we have some El Presidente from some banana republic with a handshake saying, "Thank you for the lie."
Good old Masonic handshake.
Like the thumb or some shit.
And the Carnegie Foundation provided initial funding for 1,689 libraries in the early 20th century.
Wow.
Some
That's a lot of library funding, buddy.
So they just turned all the free energy stations into these buildings. Like all these buildings were free energy stations, man.
Nah, it's just 1,689 libraries, man. What are you talking about?
The libraries were meant to fucking tell people lies and shit. All the shit's lies. Everything they told us is a lie. Everything from the fucking beginning. It hurts my feelings.
It's a library.
If you want to know the real truth, you better be prepared to have your feelings hurt.
Yep.
Like my feelings are hurt. Like every little thing I know is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
You know? And then like all the fucking superheroes and all this bullshit is the truth? Are you kidding me?
He-Man and the power of Grayskull.
Exactly, dude. What the fuck?
I have the power.
I mean, it's true. Think about this and all this free energy and like how we're like magnetic and electric and all this shit.
See, all the cartoons were just to prepare us for the real deal. See,
that's what I'm saying, man. It got me fucked up, dude. Like
You
I'm
just
trying to
try,
like
man.
get. I'm trying to figure out how to use a flame sword. If
Me
I have
too.
a flame, yeah.
First thing I want to do is pick up a house with my hands. I just want to like point at it and it'll lift right up, man. I want all these powers too, man. All these electricity powers, I guess.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with like the hologram universe, like Ronnie and Jason. You know, like I know the old man's not here, but I mean, if the old man was here, like we could have a conversation about manifestation. You know, like your thoughts become reality. You know, and like our magic, the magic that we have. You know, like so, um, like what if we are Tartarians? You know, and like I just want to like create like this whole place in YouTube for real people to go. Real people to go. Real people to go. Real people to go. Boom! Bitches, Dark City. Brian Hannibal, you're the president of Dark City. Like, I didn't come up with that shit, dude. I was just Johnny Murdoch, and then you thought of it, and now you're the president of a whole community.
Me and you, buddy. We're living it up. Dark City
Hangout.
ourselves
Oh
for
man, Google Hangout says this hangout on air, and if you continue broadcasting content you aren't authorized to use, prevent this page from creating. What the fuck?
Did you get shut down?
I don't know what it's saying, dude. It's fucking trippy. Holy crap!
I can still see it.
This hangout on air will end if you continue broadcasting content you are unauthorized to use. More info. More info. How can I help you? I don't know, Google, but Google, chill. I'm closing you.
I can't see Rebel without a pause reporting you to Google.
Yeah, Timmy got me. Murdoch is trashed. I'm pretty much trashed. IPS is here. He's voodooed me.
If you continue this live stream, we will shut your hangout down. That's whack.
What's up, Timmy? Thanks for stopping by, bro.
Timmy, why'd you hijack us, man? Why'd you tell Google on us?
I don't know, man. What the fuck? So these buildings are fucking ancient. I mean, not ancient, but oh man,
that's lame. There's no way Rebel without a pause would. No. You are near the end of yours.
Nah, Timmy don't know me. I can hang.
I shut it off so that it wouldn't cut you off.
I know, man. They almost did, dude. They kept fucking. What do you think I was making that shit up, dude? Like they kept.
Oh, no, I've had it happen to me too. He's telling us to stop.
Dude, Timmy, chill, man. Like you're like the fucking like manager. You're like the project manager. Like this project is not going well. I need to intercept and make sure it happens.
You're not allowed to mud flood photos, man. No mud flood photos.
But we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever. I got over 3 gigabytes worth of maps.
This will be taken down. Holy fucking Vincent Gallup. Holy Tim Osmond, chill, man. Do I need to play a beat? Kind
of ruined the party, didn't it?
Yeah, fuck, man. I'm going to play something. I'll play something. All right? I'll play something. Just to calm you down, Timmy. Just to calm you down. I'm going to play something.
I just joined, just saying, I have never gotten that message. Good for you, Timmy. Good to know you never break the rules, buddy.
I'll play something just to calm me down, okay, Tim? Just chill.
Wow. Wonder if I play. I got a whole mud flood list here. Let me see.
No lobby.
I like to push the boundaries of truth's protective layers, buddy. Seriously, I do.
Oh man, I don't know why my heart's beating, but I'm glad it's Saturday. I don't have shit to do tomorrow. It's only 0 o'clock in Dark City. Memories will be erased. Mud flooded tomorrow.
Here's one.
Why is it not showing?
Because I shut it down.
Oh man.
I think it's showing now.
It is.
Technologies. You're not allowed to play this video either. You will be shut down. Just saying.
I know. That's why I did it. I did it, Timmy. This is the video that you're gonna have to call Google or your grandpa. You know.
What are the Orthodox priests there? Why, look at that, man. Fancy or what? Yeah, got the candles there, buddy?
Probably some shit. Man, this is slow as fuck. This hangout on air will end if you continue broadcasting content.
What? Wow.
Google, how can we help you? I don't know. I'm gonna shut your ass down.
Live stream. You ain't even got the sound on.
I know.
Not allowed to go to the Orthodox Church either, buddy.
Oh well. There's something about these churches, man.
Yeah, they're all holding on to secrets of Tartaria.
Can you believe this shit, B? Like, doesn't it make you feel like you might be a superhero?
Not quite. Not yet.
Not
When
yet.
I levitate a host, then I'll say yeah.
Brandable. Like, if anyone is a superhero, dude, it's you, man. What are you talking about?
When I can lift a house up, I will.
But you have to control your mind instead of your mind using you. You have to use your mind.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I do for the most part.
But I'm serious, like, because it happens to most people. Like, I can tell, like, how people's mind they'll just talk straight from their mind,
yeah,
instead of their heart. You know. So, as a Tartarian,
from one Tartarian to another, pass the fucking tartar sauce, please. Hi, honey. Go play. Don't toss in people's eyes. You might make some blind people see stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gust Flatter raises a good point. Why are so many civilizations buried underneath that much mud again?
I'm not sure.
Right? To ask questions. We don't have to believe everything we see on the internet. We know it's fucking 98% lies, right? But this is making some fucking sense, man. This is making some serious sense. It's like Tartaria is the key, man. It's like that's the key. I'm even looking at the Bible just a little bit differently now, and it's starting to make a little more sense, man. Every time, right? It's weird.
How does the puzzle fit? Like, why does it make it a puzzle piece? Like, why does it seem to fit everything else?
Because they're hiding it from us because it is the key. See? So they got to try to hide it. It's like they took this empire over, and it was a greater empire than the empire now, right? I was reading you the whole text this morning about it. It's kind of left my mind, but it means something, man. They're not telling us about this great empire for a reason. All these star forts. Now, I don't know if it was pre-flood or if it was pre-mud flood or what it was. Like, I can't make that speculation, but there is something to this, man. Right? And the fact that they don't have any photos or paintings of any of these star forts being built.
So here's what they did. Something happened and they just took advantage of it and they fucking ran with it. They fucking ran with it.
Right.
And I don't know what to do now. And it's time for us to take over, man. Like, I hate to fucking be so fucking pissed off, but like, I can't believe this shit, dude. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, all this free energy that's around us, all the shit that's going on, and we gotta deal with this shit and all these zombies around us. Like, like, just don't say shit, you know? Like,
yeah.
What the fuck do we do, man? Like, we gotta be Masons and Illuminati shills.
Yeah.
We gotta hang out with Tim Osmond or something. I don't know. Hey, man, I'm not that far from Denver, dude. Like, come by, hang out, dude. I'll go down to the 50th floor with Bob Nodal and Tim Osmond. We'll hang out. It'll be cool.
Still getting warned?
No, I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm getting another beer. Like, Tim Osmond has like got me think he's like, I'm wasted. Like, you don't even know, dude. It's not even real time. I'm on simulation time. I'm on Ronnie and Jason time. I'm on Tartarian time. Never heard of that. Never took a shot of Tartarian whiskey. Never had Tartarian whiskey, fool.
You've never had Tartarian red wine? Or tartar sauce? I gave Flat Earth reset the recipe. He should have had it out by now.
You've never seen Star Forts? Why do they got Star Forts?
You never seen these churches that are half buried underground?
Oh, apparently not. You never seen fucking giants on the God of War video game?
That's a crazy ass game, man. I can't wait to get the new one.
Lauren,
I want the whole collection.
Zero Infinity has a good point. Tartarians were Christians.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
So there's a whole hidden history.
Genghis Khan's name means hero of Jesus. So, man,
there's a whole like hidden history that needs to be explained.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't make fun of us for asking questions about this. Anyone in the flat Earth that comes around like VB and GED did tonight, like, I can't believe that. Like, that kind of hurt my feelings, you know?
Yeah, hurt my feelings too. I wasn't even listening, and it hurt my feelings.
So, my point is, like, you can't expect people, truthers like me or like fucking Brianable or anyone else that comes across this shit, expect us not to fucking ask questions or fucking motherfuckers. Fuck you guys, man. Like, yeah, Murdoch is wasted. Fuck it. I need to find my bowl. If I smoke some weed, then I'll level out. Then I won't drink any more whiskey. Where's Pops? Like, me and Pops.
I don't know, man. Pops is on the lam, buddy.
Fuck. Pops must have got fired.
I think they all got fired, buddy. I think they're all fired.
Fuck.
Pretty peaceful over on this end of town.
All right, let's talk peace then. Trying to hold this weed in my hand. Trying to hold this weed in my fucking
Sir.
popcorn. 1967.
Hundreds of Star Force. Hundreds and hundreds. Everywhere. I'm going to mute for a minute.
All right. All right, well, I'm going to smoke a bowl because I don't have any papers to roll anything. So, the recent findings are incredible. I need this bowl to be to work, man. I think we can go like another hour and just prove the whole thing, dude. Like people, if anyone out there listening, yes, I'm drinking, but I think I can still pull this off. I think I can still prove this huge conspiracy besides the flat Earth that is the false history of our Earth and who we are and what has happened. And I mean, it's right there in your face with the old maps and with the buildings that are built and who built these buildings and why are they halfway under the ground. I mean, fuck, man.
Seems to be a lot in Lithuania.
I just think they lied, massive lie to us. Like they just completely brainwashed the kids and the adults too, and like we're all fucked. I'm like, but we're waking up. It's 2012 was the lift of the veil apparently, but I woke up in 2005, so I think it was before that. Like 2000, you know, or some shit, or 20, or you Y2K. Remember that shit? I don't know, man. 200 years. There's something with the time that's off. Fuck. You're not drunk, B. You can talk to the shills in chat.
I don't know why they were warning them. There was a little bit of music in the background, but it wasn't nothing strikeable.
Oh, are they gonna check me? I better check.
But yeah, I'm wearing out anyway, man. I do got to get up early. I missed today. I missed the whole day today. Nothing went as planned today. And I want to make it to the flea market to see if I can find any tartar stuff. So, look at that scooter, man. Motorized scooter, and we're just coming up with them now. 1916, we had motorized scooters.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. I'm actually excited, you know. just to know some more truth, I guess.
Well, to be able to look into something different, yeah, and have it not pan out, you know, like the other shit. Looking into no trees on flat Earth, you know what I mean? Finding out that it's, you know, what is this, you know? That ain't one of these things. The more you look into this, the more you're convinced.
Yeah.
Half buried by mud. They had to undig the Sphinx. You know, the Sphinx was covered in sand. They had to dig that out.
It's like the whole thing.
Yeah, there's old paintings of the pyramids covered in sand.
The whole fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
All over. I swear, like, even as a kid, I swear I remember being in buildings that were like, the windows were, man, fuck.
Yeah.
So, anyone that's hating on this right away, like we saw tonight, I mean, how could you hate on it right away? I mean, this is groundbreaking shit, you know? And this is fucking crazy.
All right.
Not to mention the flame sword. What?
I think I'm going to cash out, man.
All right, buddy.
Because I got to get up. Hope's out there freaking out, so get these kids to bed, get their teeth brushed. Wow. Mud flood. Yeah. And all the people hating on it. You know, it's like Johnny said. You can't be hating on something you don't know nothing about. Right? You can't just reject something without looking into it. It's not how it works. That's what sheep do, right? It is. They just want to stay with the mainstream narrative of Tartaria never existed. You know, this didn't happen. This isn't the key that we've all been looking for. And it goes right with Flat Earth. Right? It goes right with it. With the maps and with Tartaria and with the mud flood and with the flood and with goes with the Bible. I mean, the more I look at the Bible, the more I see a world empire, you know, it's crazy. And this isn't the first time, you know. We got a world empire now. We had a world empire then. Babylon was a world empire, right? So North America is not new to us. It's been conquered before. And it's starting to look like they built great buildings over here before. And some big catastrophe happened. And we came over and redug them back up. Added some roofs to them. Said they're ours now. We're going to turn it into a post office. You know?
Veterinarian.
Yeah. And then just that map we showed tonight, Johnny. You think Matthew Powerland, the king of flat Earth, who's begging everybody to fund his mission down south, would be using one of them maps to say, look, you know, there's something down there. Old mappers mapped it out before. Look, there's something down there. Look. And it's something up north too, right? But no, they just want to ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. It'll go away. Ignore it. We don't want to look at maps. It's too much. That takes an education, right? Jeez. Yeah.
It says a lot for our leaders, you know, our so-called leaders.
Our truther leaders, yeah.
It says a lot, you know. Yeah. I mean, this really is a breaking point, you know. Yeah. This is really tells you a story, you know, like you really find out the truth, the true truth tonight with me and Brian just fucking shooting the shit, like, because we get a chance to talk to each other. And I'm drinking, and yeah, Timmy, I'm wasted, but I'm still fucking putting it down live, and we're talking the truth. And I got my buddy Brian, my best friend, here with me. And you guys are afraid of the truth. We're trying to figure it out. You know, you're gonna zap people in California. You're gonna put them in traffic and then kill them all. You know, you're gonna fucking do whatever the fuck you want. Like back then, there was Jesus and everything was fucking. Apparently, there was this Christian fucking paradise, right? Where animals. I had lions as pets and shit.
Animals, smiles, P Mars
Yeah,
bodies.
I'm flying on fucking dragons, right? You want me and Brianable to not research this shit? This is the best thing of our lives. Like,
I'm looking into how to make it a lightsaber tomorrow, buddy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, how could we not be intrigued? Like, you fucks. I mean, come on. I mean, you set this up. Like, what did you think it was like gonna be like a catastrophe for truthers or something? Fuck.
Right. I'm out of here, everybody. Good night, Timmy Oss, man. Have a good night, Johnny.
Peace out.
Oh,
later on, buddy. Oh, man.
The magical shamir of King Solomon, which could disintegrate any material, including very hard stones, just by its, quote, glance. Judging
what up, New Earth?
Various descriptions of this magical shamir, it could have been using some sort of technology similar to what now we call alpha radiation.
She does a really good job.
That very King Solomon apparently possessed flying carpets.
Flying carpets?
Which could transport even thousands of men.
Thousands of men?
A single flight. There was a report that when Rurik went to Tibet, over there he heard legends about King Solomon, who has been visiting Tibet on his flying carpets. And the second group, the second type of advanced ancient technology would be usually very subtle forms of energy transformation, which could accomplish amazing things. And again, it would be taught by the angels to the simple tribal people. And since those higher beings were immensely more knowledgeable than ourselves about the laws of nature and everything else, they could suggest methods which are extremely simple and yet very, very effective. Maybe this frost guard could provide some example in this regard. It's relatively simple and doesn't require any digital gadgets, and yet it is much more cost effective and it doesn't pollute the environment as the other means which would be used for the same purpose, usually in the modern world. The sound technologies were used really, really a lot in the old times. And it wasn't just about moving objects, which we have also achieved in our laboratories. Blessings and cursing was much more widely used. Those have been also confirmed by modern experiments to be very effective. For example, on YouTube, you can search and easily find many experiments. Take two plants and bless and talk nicely to one of them every day and abuse the other one verbally, and then just observe the amazing difference. And not just plants, people test it with cooked rice, juice, sprouts. It works. Also, things like levitation
Thanks,
were
Gus.
used. But again, in the modern experiments, it would
I was
be
gonna
almost
type
always
something.
some sort of electric device involved. While in the older times, it was the saints who would be seen levitating.
Thanks, Gus Flatter.
But I think it's the technology of the
I like
modern
you.
holograms which will be the best way to explain ancient technology to the modern man. And we are getting closer and closer to the truth. Now we have interactive holograms which also can be touched, not just.
I want to thank
They use plasma
Brian
technology,
Wolf for
and
coming on the
we
show.
are already making the initial steps of developing.
I mean, he's my friend. Like, who wants to be friends with me? I'm just like a
So
fool.
what
I
the
just drink
celestial
all the time,
guardians
get
of
drunk all the
humanity
time.
taught to the primitive man
At least I'm not P.
was a
Mars, you know?
combination between
It makes me feel better
various
about myself.
holograms, physical and not. They were often activated
If anyone
by
out there
sound
wants,
codes or
wants to
simply
feel better
wave
about
pulses.
themselves,
These three technologies have been
just think
proven
about
to
P.
be
Mars.
fully functional and not fantasy by modern experiments.
I'm
And
just
all
kidding,
that
P.
was
Mars.
combined with practical on-hand understanding that everything we experience in our lives, everything we perceive around, is one big hologram. For modern
One
men,
big
this
hologram.
is kind of an exotic scientific concept. But since ancient men were already born with bodies geared up
Invalidation, boy.
for subtle technologies, mainly thought and sound operated, and since they grew up in an
Couldn't
environment
believe
where
that shit
since
earlier.
children they
Can't
were
believe
taught
you
how
shills.
to feel the life
You know,
pulse
give
of
nothing.
everything around. As a result of all this, they were far better
You got no
tuned
clue.
to these all-pervasive patterns of the Creator God, which are responsible for manifesting everything which we perceive as reality. Add-on technologies were also used depending on the field of reality which they wanted to manipulate. For example, levitation, the power of crystals, the powers of the sacred plants. Magic was used on a day-to-day basis to accomplish pretty much everything we can imagine and much more. Modern children
Watch this
have their
shit. Watch this
minds
shit.
clogged up at a
Hold
very
on.
early age with tons of useless or even wrong information, which was not always the case in ancient times when the shamans would teach the really
Right
important
there.
stuff to
Fuck.
the pupils about the
Okay, balloon. There's like every house has a
There
balloon.
will be some architectural
Look at this shit.
elements on top of the buildings which resembled modern installations for collecting atmospheric electricity. But resembling and having functional installations
Thank you, New Earth. Thank you, Google.
are
Thank you,
completely different
YouTube.
things.
Thank you.
So some of these buildings are pretty recent, where the people are as close as a couple of 100 years ago using atmospheric electricity in their home, or
Watch this
were
shit.
they
Watch this
just
shit.
imitating
Oh my.
ancient things
Oh
without
my.
understanding their essence?
Just play. Just keep playing.
And if it was just an imitation, then were the ancient prototypes
Everything's
functional?
good
Talking
in
about
Google Talk.
historic atmospheric
Hold up,
electricity,
hold up. Everything's fine, Google. Chill out. These are just two balls representing nothing that they're high in the sky. Okay? People down here. See the people? Oh. Really up high in the sky. Doesn't mean nothing. They just like balls and high in the sky balls. With little things on top. Little antenna things. Murdoch is drunk. But he's still effective. You know? Look at this thing. What is this thing over here? Wow. Chill out, Google.
People have heard about Nikola Tesla, but not much more.
Nikola
But in
Tesla.
this 19th century book, we
What?
find information
Nothing
that
new.
actually
Nothing new. Just same old
his
bullshit.
attempts to
Alright.
use atmospheric electricity
Murdoch's drunk. Don't
were
listen to him.
more or less always there. Chapter 10 of Basics of Meteorology and Climatology. The chapter gives an overview of the attempts to make use of the atmospheric electricity
Here we go.
during the 18th and
Attempts to make free. Oh, wait.
19th
Sorry,
centuries.
Google.
Various setups were tested, including
Wait. Alright. Pausing it here. Why have your balloons up there? I mean, I thought it was underground. I thought it was oil. What do you need these balloons up there for?
metal rods put at high places, and even kites and balloons. I really like this illustration.
Look. Alright, here we go. Is this going on my stream? I want people to see what this picture is. Okay. You fucks see this shit? Alright, good. Each house has its own free energy balloon. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Alright. Who's the new bad cop in town? Because, I mean, Zero Infinity, Rob ass, all you fucks are over here hanging out with me and Burn Animal, and we're just over here researching shit. Like, I don't know, you guys want to hang out with us? You guys want to come on our shows? There has to be some kind of, like, immunity. What's the word? Fuck, I don't know. There's another picture. Alright. There's another picture. Hold on.
From this book.
From
Every
this
house
book.
has got its own balloon, feeding it with electricity. But most of all, I like this illustration.
Right
It's
here.
exactly in the chapter
Watch this shit.
dealing with atmospheric electricity. And it illustrates in particular at what height it can be harvested most conveniently. Here they specifically explain how high churches can reach different layers of the atmosphere and how much atmospheric electricity can be collected at those levels. How many of the modern people are aware about this stuff? Not necessarily in relation to churches. What about the building in which they live in? And not only about the atmospheric electricity potential of that building, what about the electric wiring in the building itself that affects directly the health of the residents inside the building? Recently, I published a video based on this.
I don't know what happened to the
Dating to the very same
One
period.
picture I was
Although I
waiting for.
published it as a fiction video, many elements from the description of the journeys of the soul from one body to another seem to be not that much fictional after all, because in the last few decades we have this new, at least for us, new scientific tool of the past life regressions, which is nothing else but an old revived shamanic tool with which we can recover verifiable information of what happens to the souls after and before they inhabit their
This is kind of cool.
body. And a lot of the details that are new for us, because they come from this very recent source, they are already in this trilogy, which contains the description of the other planets, or if you without having any special introduced and still now maintained by the parasitic forces. Yeah, the triumphs are also very interesting. They don't have this diseases which they try to spread all the time. Actually, electric cars are not getting popular or introduced nowadays. There's something very old. Do you see the charging cable here? This one is from Detroit and Paris, New York. Most of the taxis were electrical. That's in the beginning of the
All the cars were electric.
But one particular point I found like mind-blowing from this old catalog for electric cars, Babcock Electrics. So here you can make yourself familiar with the company and then various models along with their prices.
How much? How much for an electric car? I need one.
2,200.
2,000, that's it?
The surprise is towards the end of this catalog. I can barely believe it, but I'm showing you.
Shit, I need me one of those.
It says 1,240
1,200?
tour on a single battery.
One battery, you can get that many miles?
It's even shown on the map. There is no confusion with the
Sorry, I apologize. That was horrible.
Modern electric cars have a range of 100 to 200 kilometers per charge. Is this some sort of different?
Wait a minute.
Or am I confused?
She's saying that
Bright Future says
we can get 1,000 miles. What the fuck?
Falling from the chair when
I'm
they
tripping.
see how easily we buy such shallow lies.
Is this going on my show?
Years ago,
Is this live?
in England, and they banned with law many branches of natural medicine on the grounds that when a lady felt side effects, mild side effects from a kidney medicine, and that was it. She was fine in a few days. There were no consequences. But on these grounds, they made this legislation, and the people bought it.
I think I need to smoke some weed. I feel weird. I need to go back to reality. Where's the remote control?
Side effects, and many people actually supported this ban because of dangerous stuff. You know, when we were so stupid, which God will have mercy on us? There is no shortage of modern inventions which would eliminate poverty in no time and would make prosperous life for everybody easily achievable. The only problem is that we, the people, choose the wrong leaders. We sabotage our own lives, guided through hypnotic suggestions received from the TV. The fuel on which the entire tragedy runs is the excessive alcohol consumption, which was also introduced and is still now maintained by the parasitic forces. Yeah, the trams are also very interesting. They don't have these things on the top like the usual trams. At least I have seen in my childhood they get fed with electricity from the top of, while these seem to get them from their rails, or are they on batteries or atmospheric electricity? God knows. Some men add fins to their cars without having any special calculations from qualified engineers and so on, and manage to save up to 25% fuel after installing such fins. So where are these
Fins
international
save gas.
organizations and commissions who scream so loudly that they make everything to protect the environment, everything possible? They seem to be just another department of this preposterous scam, farce, which is just meant to keep us anchored within this paradigm, because the parasites don't have the right to keep us. Mayoring through the banned areas with the hope to awaken the people. I don't know how successful was that, because the people in general continue to vote for those very same politicians who work against the inter. And he was not the only one in England and the same.
She's talking about rockets. Just go to her channel, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. What she's talking about is pretty obvious. Man, I don't have the remote, but I'm telling you, bro, there's something that they've been lying about to us that's so great, greater than anything you ever fucking imagined, greater than anyone's ever told you, Grandpa, anyone. I mean, it could be anyone. It could be your best friend. There's something greater. Like, you don't even know. Like, this is fucking the best conspiracy ever. We should be talking about it all day, all night long. Like, what the fuck? I just can't find the remote control. That's my problem right now. It's probably like sitting right next to me. Yep. Sure is. Here we go.
So using aerated concrete instead,
we'll do this together, Zero. Me and you.
Various advantages.
Okay, here we go.
One of which is that it makes the buildings more.
We'll all do this together.
Yeah, it's
as a group.
So it's like
we'll have fun. It'll be fun.
But not all ancient and historic temples in India are built.
If Google lets this happen, concrete. New Earth, I love you. Like, I just want to show people what you're talking about. That's all I'm saying. I'll pay you, New Earth. Like, whatever.
Most likely, they even saw
9/11,
in the
alright.
future and knew what is about to happen to this temple. Just see how it looks inside.
Look at this temple.
And all that is a result of a very violent earthquake. As if they knew what is about to come. The historical
That's weird.
accounts of ever-burning lights, lights which don't get extinguished by wind or rain, are quite few. It is simply too many of them, and their descriptions are quite clear. The people knew what they were writing about to accept the mainstream explanation that people in those days were, of course, stupid and they didn't know what are they talking about. Also, there are countless historic underground tunnels and cities and rock ruins and so on. And also about them, there are quite few accounts that they had some sort of lightning which we don't understand very well. There seem to be even more accounts of people who have still seen that type of light functioning. Of course, the underground ruins and worlds are quite easy to hide from the public, and that's why we're not gonna find what is going on there anytime soon. At least as long as we continue with this way of life. It's not so much that some evil aliens or evil groups of people are restricting us in such a way. It is mostly our own ignorance. For example, let's return to those magical swords, the medieval magic weapons,
swords.
literally, because a lot of what they did
I
was
want
also
everyone
due
to
the
go
spells
home.
which they would usually put
Go
in
to
them.
bed.
So how did the
You're not
spells
able
work
to
exactly
receive the
will be
Tartarian
probably a subject of another
conception
series
of
videos,
reality
maybe
that
even
you
longer
might
than the
be
entire
a
survivors.
superhuman.
But let's take even a
I was
basic
thinking
thing.
about like
Before the
Spider-Man,
warriors would go to
Thor,
fight, before a battle, they would always recharge
X-Men,
their
all that
weapons
shit.
by sticking them in the ground. And that wasn't some
Like
sort
Zero
of
Infinity could be
superstitious
like
ritual, but
a
something very
magical
practical.
shape-shifting
Those who are
Jew.
aware of the benefits of what
You know,
we now call earthing
like
will immediately
it could
understand that
be
the technology
amazing.
that
You
these
know, like it could
fighters
be like
were
anything you could
using for
imagine.
charging their weapon is not
Could
much
be like
different than the technology we use now to recharge our mobile phones. But this was a
listen to
common
this
knowledge
lady.
back then.
She's
Even common
badass.
people knew how to connect to Earth and channel power directly, while what percentage
Magical
of the modern
shape-shifting Jews.
population actually
That's
uses
what Lauren
Earth or understands
Zero
well
Infinity is a
how it
magical
works?
shape-shifting
I
Jew. I
guess
knew it the
that's
whole
the
time.
one.
Whoa. Whoa. See, I knew there was a Mount Meru or some shit, right?
So in the beginning of the video, we saw architectural elements in the design of the old churches and other old structures, which suggested that they might have had something to do with atmospheric
You see
electricity.
how they got that
So what was
hooked?
this electricity used for?
hooked knife
In all
fucking thing.
temples, including mosques and churches,
It's electric. It has a fire, like it
there
fucks you
were
up, man.
kind
Fucks
of
you up.
glass vessels hanging on metal elements attached to the ceiling. In
Man,
Russia, they
shit.
were called
Google's fucking me up.
moloshnaya, which means milk balls. I don't know what was the
I think if
Western
I
name,
sing to Google,
but they were
they won't
mentioned
fuck it up
very
so much.
often in the old
I think if I
Russian
sing at the same
literature.
time, I'll turn the
Even
volume up.
some photos have survived of the last functional milk balls. This is when they're lit up. But they're not oil lamps or some sort of candles. It's the liquid itself which glows. It may or may not be connected with the atmospheric electricity collected by the dome. And then here you can see them empty. As you can see, they're good-sized vessels. Although to us it may seem that they were kind of a lightning solution for the temples, this wasn't their main function, it seems, for the people who were using them at that time. According to contemporary sources, they were used for holy fire. Now, I personally don't really understand, was the holy fire
I
from
better not be
Jerusalem
doing that
kept
magical
in
stuff.
such vessels?
It's pretty weird.
Was the liquid of the milk balls activated by that holy fire? That special miracle fire with which people wash their beards and hands and faces, and it doesn't burn them in the first few minutes after it appears in a miraculous way in Jerusalem. So, are these vessels being lit up from that fire, or was this like a name used for any holy, like sacred fire? Because the substances which were put in these vessels were also magical substances.
Some
They
magical
were
shit going
sold
on
in,
tonight.
as far
I
as I
feel it.
understand, dedicated
I
shops
feel
for
like some
such
magical
things.
shit going on.
And
Like
there were quite a few of
I
them.
don't know,
But
like
subsequently, with the
dragons
church
involved. And
reforms and as the
people are like
church
half people,
was
half horses and shit.
getting more and more divorced from its original mission.
Might
to
as well
expand
like just do some weird shit and just stay alive.
They
Just stay
also
alive. Just
gradually
smoke some
removed
more.
or maybe even banned these
Just smoke some
holy
more.
fire vessels,
You'll stay
the
awake.
original function of which, besides lightning, was apparently also to awaken like telepathic abilities, increase intuition, and in general widen the spectrum of perceivable reality around us. So, as the churches and temples were turning more and more into a tool of narrowing our consciousness, of course, such simple devices were being replaced, or maybe they made it gradual. Maybe they were just diluting the substances which were put in the jars, adding colorants, all kinds of poisons and stuff, and they wouldn't work anymore. Electricity was used a lot in the past. Those who have invested
Still letting
interest
me
in
be
hiding
live,
the
right?
true history from us
This is
can
true
very
gangster
easily
shit.
hide
This is true
its
underground
usage simply because it
thug
didn't
life.
always
This is thug
involve
life shit.
this
You
excessive
know?
wiring as it does nowadays. So the
Oh,
artifacts are not there, at
chill
least
out,
the
Google.
artifacts that we would expect to find. For example, this is a very interesting video. Two chaps. One of them
I
runs
talked to
the
New
other
Earth.
one,
She's
and
my
then
friend.
bolts.
I
Don't
said
try
she
to
was cool.
scroll,
She
they
said
know
I
what
was
they're
cool.
doing.
Like it's all good.
They did it safely. That's why they survived it. But the boy through whom they run the electric charge, he was doing all that stuff which we would describe as biblical miracles, like thunderbolts coming out of his fingers when he points at something, moving objects, light objects, with his remotely with his hands. In other words, the usage of electricity in deep antiquity remains mysterious for us. First of all, because the hardware involved was probably quite
You want me to
different,
pause it,
and
Lauren?
mainly because its applications were quite different. People were using it for different things. They had different interests in life. They were more aware of the multidimensional nature of their own selves. The spectrum of the reality was much wider for them, and that's why when the limited modern man tries to comprehend or understand what was going on, he will usually hit the wall. We will be unable to understand the practical aspects of their daily lives only after we learn how to see the universe through their eyes, through their mentality.
Ooh. Ooh. Shit. Lauren, man, like you gotta be kidding me, dude.
And by the way, in that video, his hair moves.
Motherfucker.
It's very funny. It's not like
it's not funny. It is funny. Yeah,
the
it's very
Medusa women from the International Space Station,
Station.
which they spray with hair fix, and that's why it stays fixed in the same position through the entire pathetic hoax show. So at the beginning of the video, we saw architectural elements on top of the buildings, which resembled modern installations for collecting atmospheric electricity. But resembling and having functional installations are completely different things. So some of these buildings are pretty recent, where the people as close as a couple of 100 years ago using atmospheric electricity in their homes, or were they just imitating ancient things without understanding their essence? And if it was just an imitation, then were the ancient prototypes functional then? Talking about historic atmospheric electricity, most people have heard about Nikola Tesla, but not much more. But in this 19th century book, we find information that actually these attempts to use atmospheric electricity were more or less always there. Chapter 10 of Basics of Meteorology and Climatology. The chapter gives an overview of the attempts to make use of the atmospheric electricity during the 18th and 19th centuries. Various setups were tested, including metal rods put at high places, and even kites and balloons. I really like this illustration.
Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. It's Saturday.
Every house has
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Feeding it with electricity. But most of all, I like this illustration. It is exactly in the chapter dealing with atmospheric electricity, and it illustrates in particular at what height it can be harvested most conveniently. Here they specifically explain how high churches can reach different layers of the atmosphere and how much atmospheric electricity can be collected at those levels. How many of the modern people are aware about this stuff? Not necessarily in relation to churches. What about the building in which they live in? And not only about the atmospheric electricity potential of that building, what about the electric wiring in the building itself that affects directly the health of the residents inside the building? Recently, I published a video based on this book dating to the very same period. Although I published it as a fiction video, Many elements from the description of the
I should
journeys
probably
of the
turn it
soul
down. My
from
neighbors
one
are
body
probably
to
gonna
another
get mad.
seem to be not that much fictional after all, because
People don't want to hear about it.
have
Like they don't
this
care.
new, at least for us, new scientific tool of the past life regressions, which is nothing else but an old, revived shamanic tool with which we can recover verifiable information of what happens to the souls after and before they inhabit their current body. And a lot of the details that are new for us, because they come from this very recent source, they are already in this trilogy, which contains the description of the other planets, or if you prefer, planes of existence. And even without going into details from this book, the very fact that it is all about the reincarnational path of the souls, and it is written by Christians for Christians, according to some sources, it was even used as a textbook in Royal